What's up, everybody? And welcome to another episode. Sorry, Brisha. I killed your what's up, and you always do it. So do it again. What's up, everybody?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
And welcome to another episode of
Hold on to your edges.
Hold On to Your Edges. It is hosted by myself, Angel Akita Moore, also known as ThatChickAngel, and
Brisha Webb coming to the stage.
We are so excited. We have a very good friend on the podcast today. I mean, most people know him by the fact that he can sing his face off, but he's actually one of the funniest people. Like, low key, he could go on tour doing song and stand up. Okay.
Very.
And some people know him as Mr. This Is Why I Love You. I personally like My Life Is Better With You in It.
Right.
But, it is the
inspirational worship leader, sing you down to tears on the floor.
Somebody. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Hold On to Your Edges, our good friend, Major. The crowd goes wild.
This is a major league show, guys.
Major. I like that. I like it. He did the well. If you all are watching, you saw him do the lean up. If you're not watching, he completely went off screen and leaned back in. It's lovely.
Hey, everybody.
He's a showman. Okay, he's a showman.
Yeah.
So if this is your first time watching Hold On to Your Edges, get ready, okay? Because we're about to snatch your edges up out of your head.
Yeah.
You're getting a chance to witness what me and Brisha used to do all the time, just sitting on the couch pre-COVID, just talking mad crap about everything. Spilling tea left and right, just pulling each other's edges out, growing them back in, laying them
We said, why not turn that into a show?
Ta-da!
Makes sense.
Yeah. So we are so excited to have you all, and we're so excited to have Major. And we start off every show because me and Brisha are so talented. Like the Lord didn't have to bless us the way He did, but He did. He did it.
He did it.
I believe God to be a show off. Indeed.
Come on. He
shows up and shows out. Yeah.
All right, amen.
Somebody threw a shoe at him. Okay, when He made me and Brisha. Somebody threw a shoe. So we start off every episode.
When He made me and Brisha, somebody threw a shoe. When He made me and Brisha, somebody threw a shoe. Throw a shoe, yeah.
Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. All right, so we're going to start off our because he did that. We like to make platinum hits at the top of every episode. Platinum hits that you've never heard before, that we've never heard before. Okay. This will be the first time we even hear these songs because they are improvised based off of a suggestion from my Patreon group.
Shout out to them.
That I like to call Angel's Wings. Thank you guys for being here.
Angel's Wings.
Boom. You see me. Whoop, 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 whoop. So I know what genre I'm going to start off with. And I now know the song. So,
okay. This is a surprise for me too, guys.
Yes, I am excited.
Okay.
When I wake up in the morning, I stretch and I'm yawning. Then I look down and I see my titties because I'm naked when I sleep. Oh, pity, my birthday suit. It's so nice. My birthday suit. I wear it at night. So I can't have any special guest, or they will see my breast, my birthday suit. When I'm in my home,
I leave curtains open wide, 'cause I'm naked from the top and the bottom of my toe. I am rocking my birthday suit in the nude, and I see you. My neighbors see a grand overview of my booty. When I'm horny, you get my birthday suit. When I'm hungry, you get my birthday suit. When I'm tired, you get my birthday suit. And when I'm eating and taking things out of the garage, you get my birthday suit. My birthday suit. Take it away, Major.
When she's tired, you get her birthday suit. And when she's fired, you get her birthday suit. And when she's wired, you get her birthday suit. Never to expire. Just wear your birthday suit. Just wear her birthday suit. Wear her birthday suit. Wear her birthday. In a few hours, they'll say it's all apropos because it's your birthday. This is why we love you, angel, in your birthday suit. Yeah.
That was amazing, Major!
Yes.
That was going places. You know, I jumped on board.
Listen, get into it.
Yes.
Get into it.
So strange.
You work with, that's not how you work in the studio? That's not how you be in the studio?
You don't let it just come to you like that, Major?
No, not like that. No.
I mean, we are open to train you in our methods if you just want to.
It's called genius, and genius is hard to explain, so I give it.
It is.
I give it to you.
Angel did hit that note, okay? Angel hit that note, okay?
I was impressed. I was highly impressed. Yeah.
Thank you. I
She's
mean,
a soprano, guys.
I loved the rhythm that you brought to it. I love that you picked up. Brisha is our chorus maker. She pulls. Yeah.
Yeah, see, Major's just music. Major's just music. Music Major.
I love that. Oh my goodness. I just love that we do that. Me and Brisha sat down to come up with this podcast, and we said we were going to do improvise. I'm so glad we stuck with it.
I am too, even though I sucked last week because Luke's face.
But he had you nervous?
He had my friend. I was like, what girl? If you don't
been that nervous, she got nervous.
She did.
I had to turn on the AC. I was so hot.
She did. I said, what? What'd you say, Major?
Looked into your soul.
He could see your soul. Is that what you said?
He has that energy.
Yeah. And he put that energy on Brisha, and she just started singing somebody else's melody. I said, what is going on?
I didn't even know it was coming out of my mouth. I just was like, I guess I'm singing this song now.
And she was like, you are so. I was like, girl, somebody. I was like, what are we talking about? What is this?
That is not improv.
Okay.
Like, something should come out funny in some moment. No.
I said, if she turned it into a little girl, I can't even. What we gonna do?
Right. We have our times.
Okay. So we are now at the segment of our podcast where we do an edge snatchable moment. So something in the Twitter universe, in news, that had us like, what? I can hear the echo now, so I apologize if you're listening.
So why would you attribute that to snatching your hair? Like, why would you attribute something like, is it like,
I met me and Angel both went like this.
We're like, is it pain?
you know,
Are you
like,
asking?
because why, if somebody's pulling your hair, that's going to hurt. Or it
Sometimes.
could be pleasurable depending on, yeah, see, I knew that Luke energy still in you. But yeah, I think, I just never really understood the correlation, but we'll go with it.
Well, because you know what? Yes, if you think about it, when a woman's
No.
woman's edges are snatched, like her hairline is pushed back, it's everything. It's like and that's what the moment. It's more of the whole visual is what the moment represents of the like. Oh, you didn't took my edges.
Oh, got you. So that gives you shock face.
Yes, it's all about being taken off guard. And
Yes.
that's what happens in these edges.
Because I've been told after I've seen sometimes where somebody said, "You snatched my edges."
Because they didn't expect you to go there, Major, and then you went there, and now their edges are on the floor.
Right. You just snatched
And
them.
I'm tired. I wear my birthday suit.
Yeah.
And I'm weary. I wear my birthday suit.
So,
snatch your edges.
oh,
and
sorry.
birthday suit.
See, this is going to be inspirational to you. So you could,
Right.
you
Listen,
might have a little opera,
Come on.
samba in you or something.
Listen. I studied classically.
We know.
Let's not,
Oh, we know.
we know.
Oh, we know.
Yeah.
We know. I
But that's
can't wait
neither
to
here nor there. Get back to your
I can't wait till we go more into you. We're going to do the edge snatchable moment. Then we're going to talk a little bit about Major before we get to the topic. But
don't you wait. You just wait, Major. We got you, boo.
just wait. Brisha,
Just wait. But if you have a topic, let us know.
did you have an edge snatchable moment this week, Hunty?
I mean, there was a lot of snatchable moments in the world this week.
Which one you want to talk about?
I mean, I know which one everybody wants me to talk about.
And I mean, you can always tell them why you don't want to talk about it if you're not going to talk about it.
I guess
That's good.
that's good, right? I mean, I'm not going to talk about this particular subject that everybody on the comments here is just saying. Yeah, those people. I am from Baltimore. I respect my sister, and my
Who's your
best friend
sister?
is her first cousin. Well, she knows
Who's
sister.
your sister? She was on a picture of one of your birthdays. I'm thinking. I
Yes,
just want to be clear. Who are you talking about?
She's also from Baltimore City, and born and raised on the playground where she spent most of her days.
No, like literally, this is what I'll say, because I don't want Brisha to seem too Hollywood, because sometimes Brisha be acting Hollywood and be like, I don't want to talk about that person because I met them at a party one time and we had a really good conversation and we wear the same size shoe.
They're close in family, right?
Yeah, but this person is actually Brisha's best friend, family member. Like Brisha's actual best friend since she was little. Her best friend's family member. So she doesn't want to talk about it, but I will. So
if you do it, I won't. Look, that's the life. Because that's a hot topic.
You listen, and I'm not going to talk too much about it because it is one of the topics that I'll be doing on my podcast with Kevin on Stage, and so I'll get more into it then because me and him don't have really any skin in the game, so we can talk a little bit more. So I don't want to put Brisha in too much.
But you do because Kev keeps posting that picture of him and Will.
Listen.
Tag on almost every single post. He's like, "Happy Mother's Day." Did I mention I met Will Smith?
Right. Okay.
That'll be interesting. So I'm gonna tune into that too.
So most of you already know because y'all didn't put it in the comments of the people that are watching live. August Alsina did a long interview with Angela Yee of the Breakfast Club where he talked about a lot of things. He talked about, his sister, his drug use, but the part that has everybody like is that he mentioned that he was in a long relationship with Jada Pinkett Smith per the permission of Will Smith, which only feeds into the rumors that had been, sprinkled around Hollywood for several years that they were in an open marriage. So, I personally,
Oh,
I don't.
man.
Listen, look, major covenant church. I personally, obviously, wasn't there. Okay, because if I was, I would have
Yeah.
been like, "Oh my god!" But if I were a betting woman, my bet is on August that he is telling the truth. No, no judgment, no shade, no nothing. I'm not judging their situation. They're all grown people. But if I were a betting woman, I think this is the truth. And first of all, August is cute. I thought he was cute, especially before he got sick.
Remember that was our little crush back in the day. His first day, I love it. Yeah, I love it. I was like, I wouldn't do bad things with that little young man.
Okay, okay.
I
But
did.
the only people that know the truth are Will, Jada, and August. But if I were a betting woman,
A betting woman, if you were.
I bet that they definitely have been smashing. But yeah, I personally don't know if I could ever. No, I know. I'm trying to think of it as an older woman that had been married more than once. If I not that Jada falls into that parameter. I know in this marriage it'll never be open. It ain't even open for discussion. Everything is closed here. Okay.
Including the doors.
Amen. But I'm trying to think in another marriage, I just wouldn't be married. I would rather just hoe. I would rather be a very successful hoe. That's what I would.
Somebody said, Jada, why'd you lie about August?
Why did
Who
you
said
lie?
what?
Why?
Why did you
Someone
lie
said,
about
Jada,
August?
why did you lie about August?
I
That's
thought
so
I read
true.
that wrong. I
it.
was like, what?
I love it. Why did you lie about like Brescia or Major? Since y'all don't want to talk about the topic, I can see both of y'all are like, oh dear God, I
Oh, I'm
can't say
not.
it.
I just mind my goddamn business.
Would you all be able to be in an open marriage? And Major, you can do this as with a fictitious person because we know you're engaged. So I'm not saying in your real life currently, but under under
The
a different
circumstance,
situation, a different circumstance, could you be in an open marriage?
Come on,
Nate?
Major, you go first.
Hello.
Bridget, why would I go first?
Cause you are guest.
So now. I don't think that that's a healthy move. Once you decide marriage, I think that that's you've decided to close the parameters. You decided to close off exits. Now if there's abuse, take your exit, your emergency exit. But marriage isn't just something you walk in and out of. And so I think if you don't want to do it and honor it for what it is, get rid of it. End it. Just so that because there's an element of feelings being hurt that will always be there. I don't think many people are really able to let that go. But then again, they did talk about their union not being marriage anymore. It's life partnership, which is interesting. But what are the parameters of life partnership? But if we're talking about marriage and specifically talking about that, I think it's honorable to honor marriage for what it's supposed to be. And that's two spiritual friends. It's a way for two spiritual friends to come together in the undoing of the crap that they brought into the thing and the becoming as one under the God reflected way it was intended to be. So that's what I got.
Plus with the pastor.
Yeah, listen to him.
A plus with the pastor.
He was so poetic. He was like,
so poetic.
I honestly, but the thing is, I honestly believe that. Like, I really do think that that's something to be honored. And it's not to knock people that also have marriage unions, because even if you're talking about people that respectfully have, believe that same sex is what it is, I think anytime you have a covenant, anytime you have a relationship, there should be a boundary, a parameter that nothing can infect what that relationship is supposed to produce. Now, if it's a free for all, call it that, but don't call it a relationship.
He said, "Don't call it a relationship." Well, Brisha, what you feel? Is things
Well,
could things be open over there under the right circumstances?
absolutely not. The only thing opening is my mouth to say no.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I was
Mm-hmm.
about to say, whoa, Brisha, whoa,
Whoa,
whoa.
We've already done
whoa!
that in a different episode, Major. You got to listen to
You
an old
missed that
episode.
one.
We've talked about opening our mouth for other things. Go
Yeah,
ahead,
we
Brisha. I hope you think this was a. Did you think this was a church podcast? Did Brisha not tell you? This ain't hold on to your Bible.
did. Yeah.
This is definitely no.
We have it there,
Listen,
and
listen,
we flip the pages. We go to
listen.
the rock, but we come back.
Let me
Mhm.
tell you something.
What?
God deals with us in truth. We religion made it look like we got to skirt around truth and present him with pieces of it.
Mhm.
He could take all this. I ain't saying you got to be a nun to talk, but I thought she was going there. So I was like, whoa, 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 open your mouth for what?
What? What, Brisha?
Correct. Hold on to your Bible. No, I feel like yes, a union should be between two people, and the boundaries that happen within that marriage is what is agreed on. And for some people, it works, and it's on some hippie shit.
Yeah.
My friends that do practice open relationships, and it looks like it works well. It's on some. We are love. We want love. We want to incorporate. It's on some real hippie.
Yeah.
Twirling in the mountains in white gowns.
So
Mhm.
you have multiple friends that have open marriages?
Yes.
Open relationships.
Open relationships, not marriages. And you see the ones on TV. I mean, listen, it's none of my business. I don't care what goes on in your bedroom until it concerns and deals with me. But for me, I ain't doing that shit because herpes is real, HIV is real, all this shit out here, COVID is real.
Come on.
It's nasty.
Yeah.
I just
Close your legs to married men.
You just wanted to.
I did. I wanted to say that.
to say that. Close your legs. But he was like, listen, my legs were closed, but my dick was open to a married woman.
Dick was married to, yes.
Yeah.
And it happens every day.
Did you have
Yeah.
a different? Oh, go ahead, Major.
I feel for where this is going, where it has gone to. People say, why did August share that? And he obviously, it should, to whatever degree, if it be true, he feels that it put his health and his mental stability in jeopardy. Like he's, like this dude has dealt with a lot. And if any of this stuff is true, I can see why he would want to have some type of outlet just to get it out, because we never know to what degree he's been put in a corner, or been told if you say anything, we got trouble, or he doesn't, we never even know if he's being blackballed or something like that. We don't know, but I just think that if we're only talking about, because we don't know what actually went down between them, if we are talking about an open marriage, I think you should close the door, and the only thing open should be a mouth, as Preacher says, and the walls.
I said a mouth to say no. Now don't say an open mouth, because then that invites.
Yeah, that's what he did.
And that's not what we're talking about.
That's what he did. He was like, yeah, open that. Yeah.
Open that. No, open mouth to say no. Finish.
Finish
Oh.
that sentence.
Okay.
And it's crazy. Real quick, and then I'll stop talking about it because I gotta have stuff to say tomorrow. But it's crazy that if this were true, why I feel like Will and Jada, being that they're already redefining things, with the whole life partners and feeling free to do stuff like that, why they wouldn't be okay with just being like, yeah, absolutely. I let people run up in here on her, and if she likes it, I'm okay with it.
Because then that means Mr. America. Of course, you're seeing now that the woman is being looked at like, oh my God, she's this, she's that. Poor Jada. But what about Will? What about Will?
Will is doing whatever he do. If they in an open marriage, trust and believe, both of them have been involved in. It's just Will is not gonna take no vacation in pictures on vacation with whomever he might be
And go
open
and show up to the
with.
red carpet.
Yeah, you're not gonna do red carpet
There's too
photos.
much evidence. It's a
Yeah,
lot of evidence.
he's not gonna
I
do
mean,
that.
but who takes just random people on the red carpet anyway? Listen, I think this is a conversation we have spent a little time on. Let's go ahead and move on to whatever's next.
Way to be major and wrap up our segment.
Listen,
Before we get in any more trouble,
I mean, there's so much to talk about.
wrap it up.
I mean,
I'm sure you got tons to talk about.
y'all got an edge snatchable moment. I did mine. I feel
Well, I was
good.
going to talk about the BET Awards.
Oh, you want to?
So
Oh, you
that's
wanna go back?
good.
Because the BET Awards to me was so good. I
What?
really enjoyed it.
You
And
did?
it was, I did, and it felt like music videos. It brought artistry, true artistry back to music and back to the awards because what Black people possess in our artistry is a real gift,
Yeah.
and it just allowed so much of creativity and artistic vision. And I enjoyed it. It spoke to the artist in me. It got me really excited. Of course, I love Meg Thee Stallion's performance, but I also love that guy. She's my queen.
Masego.
Masego. I loved his performance. I loved Summer and Usher.
Yeah.
I
You
mean,
know who I
it
would
was
have
such a
loved to
vibe.
see perform?
Who?
Will Smith, Jada, and August. I would love it. They would have did a trio.
You are so petty. You are so petty. But August had a song about it too, because that's my other thing. Just to go back to it one more time. Just
We need to go back to it. Go ahead. Go
Just
ahead.
1 second, because I feel like August is using this situation, regardless if it happened. If my music or my gift is bigger than my real, personal life, I'm not going to want to talk about my personal life that
He
much
was asked about his
to
personal life.
elevate
He
my
didn't
music.
literally- He did not start talking points. That's the one. That's the thing of relevancy
Yes.
in the gossip space that they need. They feed off of whatever is salacious. So
Right.
they ask him that question. But I mean, I haven't heard his pride. Marquita said it. He was
Yes.
asked.
He was
asked.
asked, and
He was asked, but still, you can still shout out to Marquita Bradley. You can still,
Why?
you can still push it to the side and be like, I don't want to talk about that because my music is more important. Now every time I listen
Oh,
or
nah,
look at
it don't work
August,
that
I'm gonna
way.
say that's Jada's boyfriend.
Yeah,
That's
he's like
not right.
Major just said.
It
Major's
doesn't-
the music artist. He said it doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work. It doesn't work that way, and you know it too, Breachy. You done did a whole press run. Cut the crap. So listen, I think he was asked. It was odd. He's used to people asking him that question, and that's Angela Yee is who did the initial interview, right? That's what she does. That's what they do. They pick at the stuff that people don't want to really talk about, but it's a big elephant in the room. And so he was just like, listen, let me just tell you straight up, this is what it is.
He made a song about it. Nobody was checking for it. He wrote a song and did a freaking animated music video.
Because a lot of artists do pull.
Yo, those BET awards though.
I can't stand you.
Man. So
Did you have a favorite performance at the beat? Did you watch it first of all?
I did. I saw a whole bunch of clips. I saw a bunch of clips.
You didn't watch the whole thing?
I tried to watch it back and forth on the app.
Oh,
Where you can watch it on your phone, and it was very difficult because it was
clips
synchronized when it was synchronized and it stopped. And so I ended up watching some of the clips, and I think Amanda did an incredible job. I thought I love what you said, Brisha. It felt like it brought back music videos, like the creativity, the concept of art at work. It wasn't like us trying to be like anybody else. It literally reset what BET used to be. You know what I mean? Like how BET was ahead of the curve. BET, D Smoke killed it. Yeah, his mom singing.
The whole family, his mama can sing. It was so because and it was. I really personally just love the BET Awards because I wasn't worrying about Bitty Boop and Bitty Bop and who's dating Bitty Bop and Bitty Boop.
Yeah.
You know, it was just
And
music.
being like us going, it's always
It's
so
such a
much
headache.
stress.
And that
It's
goddamn
so
red
much.
carpet. That goddamn
Yeah,
red
it's so
carpet.
extra. It just felt good to sit
So
there
good.
and watch it and be able to see everything, not be distracted around who's
Who's
And I
trending?
said that, yeah, like it's just too much. But it was well done, well executed.
It was
Kiara
so black
Sheard and
excellent.
Karen Clark.
Yeah.
Oh, and way to shut the way to. That's what do you do after that?
Yeah.
I was like, that's how you close the show.
Yeah.
Nothing else needs to be done.
Absolutely
I-
black
okay.
excellence all
fully-
day.
I fully agree. Sorry. I fully agree. Real quick to go back to D Smoke real quick.
I thought you were
My
gonna say
son.
Yeah.
What would you? Oh, I thought I was about to go all the way back. I wasn't gonna do it. Back to D Smoke. I want my child to do that with me. I want my child to be like, "Mama, I'm a performer on the BET Awards. Come on and sing a little ditty." And I'll be like, "I'm ready, baby." That just represented all my hopes and dreams. I was like, two of your sons is over here performing for
Isn't
the
that
world.
amazing?
And they
Amazing.
said, "Come on, Mama, and sing
Come
this
on, Mama,
hit. Get
sing the
microphone and
chorus.
sing."
His mom has been an artist for a minute, Jackie Goucher, and more gospel and Christian, and she and he kind of spoke on it on his post where he was talking about she's done so much and been like not gotten her true flowers that she's deserving of. And I think it is dope. I can see your kids doing the same thing with you, Angel, and you delivering. That's the difference. It's one thing to say, "Come on, Mama," and it's another for Mama to deliver. So so I think that was really dope.
I mean, but I agree with you all. I thought that I thought those were the best performances because people got to tape them, so they got to actually put up whatever they felt like was their best. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't a lot of like,
And Hallie.
oh, they were amazing.
Oh my god, I'm enjoying all of their performances, and I love their album.
Oh, I
Oh,
haven't
really?
heard that.
It's really good.
Oh, all of their performances and their whole album bangs.
I want to
Whole
hear it.
I'm
album.
happy for him.
And they're
Yeah.
so talented, and that's what I'm so excited about. This new influx of artists, like I love that Roddy Ricch was at the piano, so these kids can see that these kids are talented. They're messing.
That actually is good too.
Great.
It was no distractions from what needed to be seen.
Yes,
And
real
so it made
original.
everybody see that's true, Brisha.
The talent.
Is ability. Yeah,
Summer Walker,
that's
yeah,
what
she
it
got new titties and new ass, but she can play the guitar, y'all.
Right.
is.
She
I
can play
believe.
the
But
guitar, y'all.
He said, "Okay, all right, okay, all right." Yeah, I was like, Roddy Ricch on the piano. I don't know
And
what he.
he was singing enough. He was singing. He was messing around with the melody. I was like,
Yeah.
Yes.
Baby.
isn't he the one that Cash App and the Cash App?
You hear the Cash App. See, people be picking on me
Yeah,
when I'm
they
always
pick
like,
Rita loves
like,
that.
me and
Marquita
Marquita,
loves that. Roddy
our
Ricch.
favorite
She
part
gets
is
really,
he will
really
never
involved.
sell my soul. Chap chap.
yes, heaven to tip on
To my and Cash App.
Yes, Cash App. I think it's our age range that's all we hear is Cash App because people,
Really, all of
I'm
the
like,
songs
right.
are just
Don't
pictures.
tell me Cash App.
Cash App. No, because all of these rap songs now I've realized are just flashes of pictures.
mm,
They just say flashes of pictures.
mm-hmm.
That's it.
It's a lot of imagery.
A lot of imagery, and then you put it together and be like, ooh, that's deep. But really, all they did was just show you a picture book.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. You know, I will never.
Yeah, I got my dog.
Oh, what a tap tap.
Like that.
I
They scared of the
realized
fire.
I haven't seen any music videos. I need to go back to watch music videos. Like when they were showing the nominees, I was like, "There's a music video for that song. I need to see it." So that made me excited to do that. Yeah. The only critique I have is that the sound for certain things, like Amanda's sound, for some reason wasn't where it needed to be, and that was irritating me. I was like,
It was off.
yeah, it was like the mic, wherever the mic was, it wasn't close enough. So you were getting a lot of ambient noise between her and the mic, which was just frustrating to me. And then the same thing happened with Kiara Sheard. The background artists were louder
Louder than she was.
And I was like,
Really, I didn't catch that too much.
go babe, you go back and listen.
I know the background. It's a sound, my dear. I know that part.
Yes, and when she was doing her ad libs, the sound was
Yeah.
her sound was not like, I mean, obviously she was singing her face off, but the sound was
I came to the altar.
you were like, I didn't backslid, Lord. Maybe I don't know, but if I
You were
did, come
talking to
on.
me. Something has to break. Yeah,
Yes,
it broke.
It was a great award
And to have her mother
overall.
there with that black hat.
But you
Mhm.
know, you always kind of run into some things when you're dealing with live, you know, because wasn't Amanda's part live
No,
That's
everything
in
was
real
pre-recorded.
time? Oh, was that pre-recorded? Oh, okay.
yeah.
Everything was pre-recorded. So that's the only thing. I was just like, y'all had time to fix this. That was the only thing. That's me being nitpicky. I still prefer this virtual show over. Oh, and if I nitpick one more time, and I am going to because I can, because this is our podcast. I wish they would have wrote her jokes just a little bit stronger with the fact that there's no live audience. Because there's no live audience to laugh
I
to
laughed.
face it, you laughed. I am saying that I wish or the jokes would kind of been, if they could have been written just a little bit differently, just off of the strength that there is no live audience to fill in the ha 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 moments, and a lot of the jokes were written with the for there to be a laugh, and being that there wasn't one, it felt just a little bit empty. There's no shade on Amanda. I thought she delivered everything perfectly. I just critiquing it as a listener, there were a couple of times where I was just like, oh, I wish they would have written that just a smidge differently, because there's no one here laughing. And
You know, we should probably get you also in that writing room as well. Have you been in a writing room?
No,
Yes. Not for
well,
BET, but several.
show, and I know I would have
I
probably
can see you being really good in a writing room for that.
Well, I appreciate that, but I did. It wasn't that I thought the writing was bad. I just think the way it was
Okay.
written best serve it being a virtual show.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because again, there's no one there to laugh at Amanda's jokes, so there was like
Yeah,
sinkhole.
somebody said they needed a laugh track and clapping.
Like, laugh here, everybody.
I didn't need that. I'm smarter. I don't need a laugh track. I just would have. I like the concepts.
Yeah, I do. I did like the concepts. All fully love the concepts. Absolutely. So yeah, I thought it was good though. I thought it was good. Did you have
Very hard to
anything?
do.
Did you? Yeah, what she did was I can't even imagine how difficult that was. But go ahead, Major. What were you gonna say?
So the thing that got me was the recent video that went viral of the white lady pulling out her gun on the mom and daughter.
Yes.
Oh, I missed that.
She almost hit them, and then I guess they said, "What are you doing?" And she came out with the gat.
They said a little bit more because I saw more video. The clip that's going viral for most of, you know, on the on our culture's blogs are showing when she's initially saying it after just a smidge of "What are you doing? You almost hit my daughter," and then the gun is pulled. Now, the mom, she was right in her feeling of you bumped into my daughter, you pushed my daughter walking, and you didn't say excuse me or anything. When she gets into when the mother addresses the white lady and her husband or whoever, she says, "You bumped my daughter, you didn't say anything." And the lady said, "Listen, I didn't bump your daughter," and she got rowdy. You know, you come up against the mom that's protecting her child, she's gonna come with it. So the mom was very, very impassioned, and she got up in the woman's face, and you know, the lady's like, "I'm about to back out." And when she got up in the lady's face, the woman did say, this is me seeing the extended video, the white woman said, why are you just putting me in the same category? The mom in the car is saying, the white lady in the car is like, "Listen, don't lump me into this is a white versus black thing. I love y'all." That's what she said. She literally said that. But she ends up pulling off the mom is still upset. The black mother's still upset because there still has been no apology for her bumping into her daughter. The woman backs up and almost hits the mom backing up. Now I don't know if that was intentional or not.
She almost hits the mom when she backs up.
The mom when they're backing up. The husband is driving back and they're pulling out. The mom is like, yo, and starts hitting on the back of the van like you almost hit me. She gets out, and that's the part of the clip that we now see on the blogs of when the white lady said, "You're going to stop hitting on my car," and she gets out with a gun. And it's literally going to, like, it's like threatening. And Toxic that too.
She was posted.
Like,
First
she
of
was
all,
posted.
You're not supposed to carry a loaded weapon in your car. Ready. I know that because I just took the test yesterday.
Wait a minute. Were they in California? Because the rules are different everywhere.
They were in Missouri. Missouri, I think.
No, so the rules could be different. There are places that you are open carry where you can
in
have
Texas you can have it inside your car and everything.
You can carry a loaded gun down the street like this, just a big old loaded shotgun, and not be pulled and not be breaking the law.
Yeah, it was a very interesting situation. She should have never pulled out a gun because you don't just. She could have just kept
going about her damn business. You can pull off. Somebody beating on your car is not going to do nothing.
That was a little tricky because if somebody's beating on our car.
Well, if she has a license to carry.
Beating on our car, it's going to be a little different. You know what I mean? You don't just let somebody beat on your car and you drive away. I think what it was two egos. But that white lady took it too far with pulling out a gun. Hence why she was arrested for assault later on.
Well, thank God she was arrested.
But it was surprising to see a freaking gun being pulled on somebody for something so trivial from civilian to civilian.
But when you think about race-wise, we have to show way more restraint than that when we're black. There is no way in the world. If we pull out a gun, I'm
going to need more wine for this. This is triggering me.
We're saying that we're ready to go. If things go left, we're saying we are ready to lose our life, go to jail, because we know that will be the end result. Where I feel like for those people who don't walk the life of a black in America, they see that there's potential other options or consequences to their actions. To think that someone beating on your car warrants and allows you to pull a gun out when something. Go ahead.
It does not warrant it. Had there been no gun, there would have definitely been a fight. The way that our black sister was angry, she was pissed. It does not call for a gun at all. But
nobody's saying, listen,
this crazy times, yo.
It'd be different if right now in the Black Lives Movement we were fighting for, we wish black and white people would stop getting into fist fights. I think we would be okay with fist fights because you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Both people will walk away alive. Somebody's just going to be more bruised than the other. So I don't think that even if it would have come to blows, that's still a step above where we're at, where literally it's like, if you cross me or if I deem you as a threat, I feel as though it warrants me potentially taking your life away. So that's the only reason why I don't care. Like, listen, I am Mama Bear myself. I don't care if I'm in the right, the wrong, or whatever. What you're not going to do is cross my child. And it's okay if you stand your ground. You don't have to tuck your tail for me. But no, I won't be tucking my tail. And if you pull out a gun on me, best believe you better hope that I'm not locked and loaded too, because then we just going to be in a shootout.
My thing is, these are heavy sensitive times. People are acting way irrational. I'm just praying that we take a little time in our anger, not to take everything to the racial issue so quick. Like, because it's so sensitive, everything is triggering us to feel that it's a racial thing so quickly in there that we're wrong. That is not something that you do. Getting up in somebody's face like that, you generally do that when you're ready to finish what you start. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
and
You didn't know a gun was
I'm
involved.
telling you, once you have some kids, Major, you're gonna get there a lot quicker when
I
it's
got
with
you.
your, you know what I'm saying?
I
Not,
see what you're saying.
not to give anybody a pass in this situation. Again, like I said, I'm here for a good fight every now and again. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes.
I
Yeah,
got with the lady at Kinko's today, and it felt good.
But what I will say,
Felt good. No, you did not say that.
but
Okay.
I do think for our own mental health, though, so that we don't always feel on guard, that is where I do understand what you're saying, because eventually it is going to wear down our souls.
Right.
If we feel like we have to be ready to pop, pop, pop. I have enough fights left in me to go ahead and do it, but I don't think
right.
but not everybody does. So sometimes I do feel like we have to figure out which battles we are ready to fight. And I don't think it's all of them. I don't think it's all of them, to be honest.
It can't be all of them,
That's
but
really
some
good.
of them deserve it.
So I want to jump to the topic because we've been on here for a while and we
We've been
haven't
here-
even
we got
got
a
to
lot
the
of
topic.
editing
We've been
to
on
do.
here for a very long time, but I think we're going to be able to jump into it really quickly.
Yeah.
First and foremost, let's give a little bit of backstory. I have known Major. Major didn't know me, but I have known Major for a very long time. We went to the same church years ago. He was a praise and worship leader. That church is now defunct. What's so crazy is that the people we talked about earlier used to be affiliated with the church. Will and Jada, you remember that?
I remember BT Awards being fantastic.
I love it. We used to go to church together. He was a praise and worship leader, destined for greatness, destined to live up to his name, Major. And Brisha, when did you meet Major?
I met Major when he came to one church. Well, no, I met Major
Mm-hmm.
through Joy Winans.
That's
Deborah Joy.
right.
Yes.
Right.
And I used to come to your
Before
night
one
at the
church.
Beverly Wilshire Hotel or whatever the hotel that was.
That's right.
When you would do lounge singing, which is so amazing.
Big band world. That was
Big
fine.
Band World. That was
Yes.
hot.
Wow.
Yeah, that's when I met Major. Then you were singing at one church, and then I was like, "Oh, that's Major."
Yes, when he was
That's
singing that. Do you
crazy.
still sing at onesie? I call it onesie.
Do you go to onesies?
You know, BET Awards. like the thing is, what it did for our culture. What it did for our culture is that it's just allowing so much to be seen.
Listen, Major was ready for this moment. Okay, Major was like deflect. That's what Brisha is saying that August Alsina should have did. He should have been like
BET Award.
That's all the time. Like nobody told him to do.
Black Lives Matter.
Nobody told him how to do that gift.
Yeah. So Major, this is what we're talking about. Okay, so you have you've always been talented, trained man, Berkeley School of Music. You a real one, right? Member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, right? Okay, all these wonderful things. What? I said all that, and it doesn't relate to what I'm about to ask you.
No, not at all.
It's about to go left and disrespectul. Come on.
Let me speed up. This is going to be good.
Good love making music. What makes music good love making music? Like you wrote a song that people can walk down the aisle to, people can smash to.
Yeah, that's a song that'll keep me at the house longer than I intended to.
Yeah, it's like your song is like, not only is it a wedding song, it's a good like Jason's lyric.
Yeah,
doing
like,
it
I want to slowly hump
type
you.
of leaves, right?
Yeah.
Like seeing the camera above the black man's ass and the booty flex as he's, like
I love you.
August Alsina and Jada type of thing. So what is what makes good love making music? What is it?
Okay.
Do you like candles and throw roses in the air?
Yeah, is that how, or do you?
I mean, that's in the video. That's in the music video for Why I Love You. Listen, I have never been. I don't know why I can't.
What's wrong?
I told you it's gonna be a lot of fun, Major. Welcome.
The thing is, I was mad sheltered growing up.
You were sheltered?
but I'm one of 10 siblings, and my brothers.
They had some good love making music. Go ahead.
My brothers were. I have a couple brothers that were mad wild. You know?
Are you the youngest, Major?
No, I'm like in the middle, fourth. You know,
okay,
but close to the middle. But this is so weird. So anyway, okay, man up. Okay, so I didn't realize that Why I Love You would be considered baby making music. However, I did say I wanted to be the music that lovers could share. And I said I wanted all of my music is the intention is to address three things: God love, between God and creation, self-love, because before you can expect love, you must first know it for yourself.
Come on.
Then the love between one and your significant other, between one another. And so it's crazy how Why I Love, did you just burp?
I know I did.
That'll ruin. If you put that in the middle of a song, that'll ruin.
Well, I mean, that comes with me. I don't bark, but I do burp.
But I didn't realize it was going to be where people literally are telling me my kids were made, you know, my baby, they're showing me their infants and their toddlers. We made this one.
No, that's a slow pump song. This is how I pump you.
Get it all
with the song Honest. You know, that's apparently a makeup song for some people. They've been like, yo, she was tripping. Yo, she was just like mad at me. I just put this song on and we just went in.
Another baby.
You know, and so I'll tell you this. Like I said, I was sheltered. And I'm not trying to talk around.
So are you saying you never had sex until you were like now?
Listen, I have respected the bounds of celibacy. Yes,
with your fiance. Yeah, I did that for a little bit with my husband.
In my life, I haven't done a lot of stuff that a lot of people think I have. I've done a lot of things, but I haven't done a lot of stuff that a lot of people think I have because of my spiritual walk and that commitment, and because of the fact that I watched what happened when certain family members went prematurely into things they were not ready for. And so I had enough examples of what to be careful. Be careful. And so I think now I'm embracing love making music for what it is, because I didn't really realize how special that music was like now that I found the love of my life.
That's so beautiful.
Our moments are like, she knows music like nobody's business. But when I tell you I was sheltered, if it wasn't top 40s or gospel, I didn't know it. But I'm listening to, you know, stuff that Joe did.
12 play.
You listen to R. Kelly?
And no, I'm not listening to R. Kelly anymore. Nope, not at all.
No, but Joe got some good lay it down music.
I wanna know what. That's a slow pump. That's a slow pump in your guts.
Whoa. You know, I think this is a perfect conversation for bound lyrics. Perfect conversation for bound.
If you don't know what bound lyrics is,
I mean that is Marquita. Please take that down because
pineapples.
I will go to the moment until we get to the top.
But Bound Lyrics is a Instagram show that our friend Marquita Bradley does on Wednesdays, I think at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Oh no, 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, where she talks about the lyrics that'll bind you up. But no, go ahead. So you're now listening to Joe.
I've just now arrived at the place where I really appreciate music that makes you deeply fall in love, like that just curates that love. Like,
so you never had Quiet Storm? You never listened to
I didn't listen to it like that. No. Wow. The thing is, the people that I used to listen to, you know, because people automatically say, "Oh, he bringing back that 90s R&B." I listened to Sam Cooke, Stevie Wonder, Donny Hathaway, Michael Jackson. Like it wasn't like I was listening to Jodeci and all of them. I listened to Boyz II Men, but that was like top 40s. You know what I mean? But
Color Me Bad.
Ooh.
Oh yeah. You gotta sing the hook, and I'll be like that one. I'm horrible. All that people think.
Not even Maxwell. Somebody just said not even Maxwell.
I listened to Maxwell's "Woman's Worth" because Woman's Worth.
That wasn't even his song.
That was his.
No, that was his song, but he remade it.
Oh, he remade it.
Yeah, that was a white lady song.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and she's having a baby from the movie.
So Major, what inspired you? Because Reseda wanted to Reseda, one of the Angel Wings that's listening, she wanted to know what inspired. This is why I love you.
So you know, Kev on stage has a brother named Jason Frederick.
Yes,
and Jason had a web series called Flawed. And it was me, Jor-El Quinn, and some other really dope actors that were a part of that experience. And it was very modest budget. So when they asked during our break what we wanted for lunch, Jor-El was on the piano just playing a lullaby, like lullaby type music. People were shouting out like they were only getting us sandwiches. And everybody was like, I want ham, I want some chicken, I want, turkey. And I said, chicken salad sandwich. I want a chicken salad sandwich because I'm hungry. I'm hungry. They got their phones out and were filming it while I was saying it because I just kept saying chicken salad sandwich. And they posted it. It ended up being one of my first like IG viral moments. And Harmony, my producer, we were already working on my project, and Harmony said, yo, where did you get that song from? I said, I just made it up. It was
Holy Spirit just dropped it into your spirit.
I just made it up, man. I said, I just made it up. I was I said, I'm thinking about he says, it's dope. I said, yeah, I'm thinking about maybe we can pitch it to Chick-fil-A or something. And
my God.
He said, no. He said, no, take it down. And I was like, first of all, I'm a grown man, so you don't just tell me to take nothing down, He said, no, I'm for real. Take it down. And come to the studio, because that's a hit. Yeah. That's a hit. We're gonna write a love song to that. I get to the studio, and I'm already kind of like, this is weird because I'm finally getting some movement on IG. I think I probably had like 1,000 views on my page. I was like, woo, we getting somewhere. And so I end up going to the studio, and I said, and he was like, we got to write a love song. And I said, I only know heartbreak for myself. And he said, well, sing about a love that hasn't failed you. And I said, God love. I'm going to sing about God love. And I said, I'm going to sing about God love in the way I believe God intends for us to do love on earth as it is in heaven. It was never to be separated, because when you're in your marriage, you even understand. And that's what I'm understanding, even as I'm studying, in premarital counseling and all that stuff, that marriage is a reflection
of God's love.
Of God love. And that exchange is really to exist on earth. Like, it's not, we contaminate it. And most people are like, love is painful. Love is this. Nah, love is not that. The mishandling of love is that. And
when you have open relationships as well.
Come on. And so the words, he said, right from that place. And words just started flowing. Like, it was one of the fastest songs to flow, and like words just started coming, and it was just like, yeah, I'm gonna sing it, and I was literally saying, and people gonna sing it to their children, people gonna sing it to each other, they're gonna look in the mirror and they're gonna be like, I found love in you, and I learned to love me too. And I was like, because I knew nothing but affirm yourself, Major, until it happens. You got to see that yourself winning. And so I had to learn that self-love for myself. because we forget about that scripture that says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. The measure that you give to your neighbor must be according to the measure you give to yourself, or it's going to be off balance always. It's not going to be a healthy thing. So Why I Love You was birthed out of that. We got lunch money. If we have another lunch break, I'm paying for the sandwiches.
Hey,
Chicken salad sandwiches for everybody.
You better preach, man. That is such a beautiful story.
People really thought,
and so much of who you are.
It is. People were really thinking, this can't be it. It can't be a chicken salad sandwich. But I know, yes, food definitely. When I'm hungry and that food be hitting, that's when.
Food does something to me. Like my thoughts just start. like I'm like.
Yeah. Like my favorite gospel song is I don't want no peanut butter and jelly. I love that song.
Hey.
I don't want. She talk about she want her soul to be saved.
Yo.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead, Major.
Go ahead. You good.
Okay, so back to love making music. Okay, Major. We understand celibacy. You're about to be married though. Like in like a month.
It's going to be beautiful.
Yes, it's going to be
beautiful. I will say this.
Go ahead.
I'm not touching. I'm not kissing. You know what I'm saying? So let's just be clear. You know what I'm saying?
You going like this. You like let the discovery begin.
Unless you
know what you playing with. You know what you buying. It's in the cart.
Yeah. So like what type, what like music do you feel like feeds that part, the sensual part that makes you want to connect with your wife in that way? Like have you made the
playlist?
Like, do you have a playlist? Or like, if you can't answer that, like what's on the playlist? Like if you began to make like that love making music, like what would your process be? So either one of those questions, please answer. We'd appreciate it.
I think there's some on my
You like high notes? Is that what you like? You like them high notes?
I can dig some of those. My fiance is introducing me to some beautiful music that has been out for a long time.
I think you're the first artist I've heard that says that I don't know a lot of music and you make such beautiful music and you're not it's amazing.
Because y'all weren't interested when I said Sam Cooke and all of them.
Oh, I'm interested because I love the classics. Ours. No.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, what you was to say? Do you need to think about it, Brisha? Brisha, do you want to give?
The music that I listen to get in the mood, or that I like to do.
I've been engaged. I got engaged in December, and we get married in August.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So
okay.
You're asking.
Yeah. What do you like? What songs do you like, Brisha?
I like Rick Ross. I like.
Oh, you like hood music?
I like hood music. I like fantasy. Yacht music. I like twerking music. Cash Money Million Records on the 99 and 2000. All that lovey shit. I like Luke. Like Big Luke.
Wow.
Big Rose. I like music. I do. It gets me.
That's too much going on. You don't think?
No, I mean, usually I don't need no music. Sometimes
that music is not necessary.
It's not my turn on.
I was just, and I guess that's also where some of my perplexity is, because I don't have to have music. But recently, like certain the soundtrack to If Gill Street Could Talk.
Oh, you like that?
I haven't listened to that soundtrack. Is it good?
No, it's not, Brisha. What?
Is it good?
It's not. No,
You're lying. I can play something right now.
It's not good in the sense that
depressing, because I don't want to have sex like have sex music where this is the last dick I'm gonna have.
Yeah,
ever.
It's not like funeral that you want to listen to just on a regular. Is what I mean.
Y'all hear that?
Barely.
Is that 2 Chainz? I love 2 Chainz.
It sounds like butterflies flying in a park.
Can't hear anything.
It's like heaven.
Who is
Yeah,
that?
it is the soundtrack. The soundtrack is instrumental stuff. He's not. It's
Oh,
if
God.
you can talk.
No,
No,
get that butterfly mosquitoes bullshit out of my vagina. I like if I'm getting ready, I like Stir.
It's not a flute. Go ahead.
I like to listen to Stir. I like to listen to Sabrina Claudio. I like to listen to those kind of things. I like to listen to Summer Walker because I'm not with anybody. So right now I'm just making bad decisions.
So your experience is kind of ratchet.
Yeah, I'm still out here. So I'm listening to Summer Walker. I'm listening to what the bad decision music.
I make my own soundtrack, so we don't need no music.
I don't need no music. And sometimes that's the best kind when you can just hurry up and get this.
Hey, ain't no. But if music needs to be played just to keep my own soundtrack from carrying throughout the house, there's for some reason there are certain chords. I don't know what that chord is, but there are certain like chord progressions that give me like chills. You know what I'm saying? That make me want to be like in physical contact with.
Like, what are those? What are those?
That's what I'm trying to think. Like, and it's.
All of Me is a dope one for me. That song, Legend, All of Me.
You know what? Oh God, that is like pouring out your soul pumps. Like that's a lot of pumps.
You don't make
all of me. Oh God.
You're not making love.
Oh God.
On Cloud when he's John Legend says
on Cloud 9.
Ooh, Cloud 9.
Walking on cloud. Oh God. I'm not that emotional when I'm having sex. I want to.
So
I like the chords in. Can you focus on me?
Yes!
Oh, her. That'll give you. That'll give you a little. That'll give you an arch in the back.
Yes. On me. Yeah.
I love her. Her is great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that one. That's
yeah.
It. That's it. That young lady, that queen has tapped into something.
She's young. That's the only thing that makes me feel inappropriate is that she just turned like 18 or 19.
Yeah, if I listen to too many of her lyrics, I'm like, girl, you ain't singing about my life. But
I got bills. We ain't paid attention to you yet, Mom.
Isn't that nice, Major? That focus.
That focus is mighty.
I love that. I'm looking through my Spotify right now.
Yeah, there's just certain songs that they have. Katrina says, "Are you Say Yes" by Floetry. I like some Floetry stuff. What's her face? What's her name? Marsha Ambrosia. Sometimes she does too much, and it kind of like, and I'm like, girl,
it's in my frequency. Like I can't be that emotional while I'm fucking. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing. Maybe you need to start making love and things will start changing.
Even when I thought I was making love to somebody, I wasn't making love. Mm-hmm. So, he gonna have to spring something up on me. But I like the kind of music, but I don't need no music. I like either trap music. Get me in this corner real quick.
Give me this corner. Yeah, there's a certain. I am very particular. Not every song about lovemaking. Well, actually, very few songs that are literally about lovemaking actually make me want.
Yeah.
To do it. But there's an essence to a song that just feels like I said, where it makes me like feel a tingle down my back.
Y'all.
What'd you say?
I love my fiance.
That's beautiful. You got to listen to John Legend's new album. John Legend's new album is incredible.
There's
start to finish.
On there that's like I've only heard really I think I either downloaded the whole thing, but I think
I'm ready. I love that I'm ready song. That's a good song.
Best you ever had.
Yes.
I don't want to brag, but I'll be.
But that's a nice two-step. That's a nice two-step. You give me a good two-step, I might go home. I might go.
No,
wings on her.
And those jeans,
is
genuine.
like if I said any Genuine song, it would be so anxious.
Risha sound like she want to get robbed.
Wait, I didn't hear you say that. You said y'all don't associate with John Legend.
My husband cannot stand
Can't.
it. He would just be like, I'm not doing it until you turn that yodeler off. I am not doing it.
I do like that sex beat song by Usher and Lil Jon and Ludacris.
That's what it's made for. Usher, that's what it's made for.
Yeah. Oh!
Come on, Usher Raymond.
I knew about Usher's music for sure. That was but that was top 40s.
Okay. Do you remember the
That's
song?
what it's made for?
That's what it's made for. You know,
Carl Thomas. You can put on Carl Thomas.
Carl Thomas.
I know I lost my virginity to Carl Thomas.
Did you?
I know that for a fact.
Carl Thomas is worth it.
Well, listen. I mean,
Carl Thomas is
what
good.
we gonna do, Major?
And Marvin Gaye. You can't go wrong with Marvin Gaye. You're welcome.
We're gonna make Major a mixtape. Comprised mixtape of music.
Think about what you're doing. Make sure it's good. Like, I don't need you just putting a bunch of stuff that's just ain't.
No, we're gonna hook
it up for you. Just know that the trap music is for me.
Right. We're gonna make sure it's stuff that you feel like you're still honoring your wife. Because I know that is important to you.
You gotta have the slow, beautiful pumps, you know.
Yeah. Well, he might give you something that'll give you pop, pop, pop. I mean, because
he's got a little ratchet behind her bougie.
So she'll appreciate my mixes.
Yeah. Because sometimes even the bougiest women want their hair pulled and want some strong.
You want a little.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Sometimes
you're welcome.
Yeah, you can always skip ahead if you're like, what is this? But then
every night is something different because you guys will be doing it that much every single time.
I remember one of my jams was, you ain't gotta say too much from the look in your eyes. I can tell you wanna fuck. And you ain't gotta just as bad as you wanna fuck. I wanna fuck too. And when that sung between I can't remember their names, but it is still sacred if it's saying between a husband and a wife. You understand? When it's like we're in one accord, I can tell you want some, and I want some too.
Who wrote that?
504 Boys.
Yeah.
No. You gotta say too much. It's a little ratchet, but it's not. It works if you're married. It'll still make you feel like we are on one accord, and that's what you want. You want to be equally yoked and equally soaked. Amen.
Well, I'm not married, but I am ratchet. I'm ratchet, so you can always count on me for the real nasty ratchet song.
Count on me through thick and thin.
You better not be doing
Oh my God.
Whoa.
I'm joking.
You can count on me.
I'm joking.
All right, let's close this episode out. Thank you so much, Major, for playing with us.
You're awesome.
You have been amazing. We are so excited for you.
Yes, we're gonna be there virtually because I know it's gonna be still like
yes.
Y'all pray for us because COVID has infringed on initial plans, so we're like having to, make the most of it. We got some stuff planned also for LA, close folks. So
well, I would like to be there. Don't because I'm still waiting to meet her.
Oh no, you're definitely going to be there because you picked him up from the
during the height of COVID, guys. During the height of COVID,
so
Major FaceTimes me on the side of the 405 freeway in an accident. There's a police car there, and there's his Uber, and he's like, "Misha, what you doing? Nothing. You better come over here and get me, rescue me." And I got my mask on. I'm like, "Hey, Major, I'm sorry. Let me go get you. You don't have anyone else to call? I'll come get you. I got you, friend."
I thought of you first. It was so crazy.
That's why I'm glad I'm not in his phone because A comes before
you
B.
wouldn't have come?
No, I would no.
Everyone's watching the house. I haven't seen. That's why we're doing this podcast, guys. Okay, I have not seen my sister since this whole COVID shit started.
When I saw you in your car. I was like, "What's up, girl?" Yeah, no, I wouldn't have came got you. I would have ordered you another Uber and paid for it. But
That's
no, I
what
would not
I
pay
could
for
have
it.
done. No, I couldn't have. The thing is, we were stuck on the freeway. So that's
Oh,
why I
nobody
couldn't
would have been
get
able to
another
pick you
Uber,
up.
because I was like, what do I do? Like, I'm stuck in the middle of the freeway. No Uber's gonna be like, hey.
Yeah, no. I've been like, I'm gonna
So
pray
call
you
Breach and
through.
put her life in
I
danger.
said, I'm gonna pray
And I
you
did it.
through, Major.
You're disrespectful, Angel, and I think that. And Brisha, I appreciate your sacrifice.
She had a baby ass mask on.
He
I
did.
did not have a baby
Yes,
mask.
he
You
did.
just had an abrasion.
He had a thong on his face.
He
I
had a
saw the
thong on
video.
his
It was
face.
like
Talk
this.
about it.
This is what he had on his face. He was like, "Oh my
Oh, I
God,
thought
Brisha,
you
thank
were
you
about
so
to-
much."
I thought you were about to pull out one of her.
He had a thong on his face, just like Brisha. Thank you so much.
Thank
for
you
picking me.
so
I saw
much.
the video.
Thank you so much.
But no,
He was
that's
like,
how I know you're
thank
gonna
you
be there,
so much,
Brisha.
Breacher, for coming to save me.
She risked her life, and all he
I
had was
risked my life. I didn't even
one
know you
break
just got off a flight.
He was just like, I got on my mask, so hopefully it'll keep you dropping from me. Yeah. So, but no, what's beautiful?
Look, Rashida said Brisha was out in them streets anyway by some places. You know what, Rashida? I don't know you, but
But I think
right.
she knows you.
She's like, we follow you on Instagram. You out here.
I didn't go outside today, really.
Really? So you had to say really.
I went to Target.
So listen, y'all, there's a lot of great music coming next. So stay tuned. I just shot the video to one of my new songs.
Shot a video?
Yeah, it was deeply socially distancing, deep social distancing, and but it's some really special stuff. And I got to tell y'all this right before we ended and close out. I got a phone call the other day.
Oh yes, you have some news. We got the first scoop, guys.
And I feel kind of mighty about it.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hello?
Hello?
Major?
Yeah.
I said, hey, what's going on? Thinking it's one of my friends.
Uh-huh.
It's Oprah.
Oh, Winfrey.
Oprah. Mama, Oprah on network.
I said, quit playing. Because I thought it was one of my other friends trying to play me because they just played my song in Oprah's 100 Black Fathers special that aired on Tuesday. It was that same night. And so I thought they were playing me, And she says, no, it's Oprah Winfrey. Oprah Winfrey. I said, yo, this is Oprah Winfrey. I know your voice, girl. I know your voice. And she burst out laughing. Listen, Oprah Winfrey, I won't talk more about the conversation, but it was a
Is she telling you can come to her flower garden?
Some incredible conversation. I'm super honored. Shout out to Queen Oprah for making my 2020 so far. Just incredible. Oprah,
just an added bonus to your wedding.
Yeah. She thanked me for my song, and she thanked me for my gratitude. It was special. Yeah.
Oh man.
Baby, that is incredible. Congratulations.
That is great.
That is awesome. I guess I was like,
you said, oh.
I wasn't even there yet. I was like, what is it? The Grammys? What you doing? I was so far off. But Oprah, that's good. You deserve it, Major.
Incredible.
You make is timeless.
Yes.
And,
timeless music. Major.
Your wife, who seems like an amazing person, is
she's a doctor, folks. We can't compete.
She got one more month. She'll be the doctor, PhD.
One more month, she's gonna have her PhD, and as wonderful I think as I can tell that she is very blessed to have you be her soon to be betrothed husband. So we like to close it out with a lay your edges down moment. So just something we call it lay your edges down because this is something we just want to leave our people with to just kind of calm it all down. Lay your edges.
Let down.
And since we talked a lot about relationships and marriage, maybe we could just lay the edges down with something that we have learned by either being in love or try or learn even from an unsuccessful relationship, something that we have learned that if we could give a golden nugget to the people listening, what it would be. And I'll start and I'll let you all figure out what y'all's nugget is going to be. Not that I know what mine is. I'm just going to let the Lord use me.
Yeah.
My lay your edges down moment is never be if you think that you have shown like appreciation to your spouse, but you're like, oh, or your significant other, if they're not your spouse as of yet, know that you can always show more. Like appreciation goes a long way.
I'm
And
learning.
you learn it, Major. Appreciation goes a long way. And we can always show more because nothing I feel like makes a person feel better than to be seen and for their efforts in a relationship to be seen. So lay your edges down by always, if the moment pops up where you just think, you know what, I really love this person, going ahead and showing that in however way you feel, whether it be just with the words or whether it be with a kind act to let them know you appreciate them. Who would like to go next? Brescia, Major, who?
I will. Just for you and for everyone listening, since I have no one but me and my God and my dogs. I just say, take care of yourself because when you take care of yourself, you can take care of others.
Uh-huh.
So love on yourself, run yourself a bubble bath, you know, exercise, get some sun. Don't let everything get to you and just be nice to yourself. Forgive yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. You're
Mm-hmm.
beautiful just the way you are. Hug yourself if necessary. Love on yourself. Sing "This Is Why I Love You" to yourself in the mirror. I do sometimes, Major.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
again, thank you so much, Major, for coming on here and spreading your light. And it's such a blessing to see you spread your light and inspire me to spread my light as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
Okay,
love that.
Major.
To the both of you all, cheers. Cheers to the both of you all. That's pretty special and solid advice, and kind of in connection with what Angel said. Something that I'm learning is realize that humility is not the dismissal of your greatness. It's not you saying you hiding yourself that nobody sees what you have, because that would be a disservice to the growth
Mm-hmm.
that has come through you. Um, but in relationship, something that I'm learning is make room for more perspective than your own. Make I learned that humility is understanding that even in my greatness, there's room for greater. And so
Mm-hmm.
in that, I would take those principles into relationship and just make room for more perspective than what I have. And
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the day, if we both have the same goal, we're going to get there. Especially if we make room for both perspectives to be shared. Um, yeah, I like what you also said about being seen, because I think when one says, I want to be loved, they're saying, I want to be seen, I want to be
Mm-hmm.
heard, and I want to be understood.
Yes.
Journey towards giving people all three of those things, not one of the three, not two of the three, but all three of those things. We found love, and it's one that can last forever.
In a hopeless place. Praise God. Amen.
Hope
Amen.
is never canceled, Brescia.
Ever.
Stay ready, Queen. Stay ready.
Ever.
People are watching.
Oh, I'm ready.
People are signing up. Stay ready. Stay
Yeah.
ready. Stay
I'm
ready.
Yes, and we're gonna be so excited when that love come. I'm gonna be excited for you, preacher. I'll be like, oh my God, this is great.
Y'all gonna be like, can she come out the house?
It's gonna be good for you, Brescia.
All right, so let's close it out. Major, where can people follow you? And are there any special dates that they should know or special projects that they should be looking out for?
New music coming soon. Just stay tuned. Now That's Major. NOWTHATS Major. What is that, Brisha?
Someone asked, is After Braid oil that lays down my edges. Look it up on Instagram or online. It's After Braid Oil by Rap.
Is that a black owned company?
Absolutely, everything.
Oh, beautiful.
I'll make sure I put it in the show notes and in the comments. So you said Now That's Major is where they can follow
Now
you.
That's Major everywhere you can find it. Pray for me and my fiance. Pray for yourself. I'll pray for you. Thank you all for sharing this time with me. In this COVID, do the introspection, dig out what needs to be dug out, honor what needs to be honored. It's going to be special when we get out of this thing.
Brisha, where can they find you, babe?
I'm on, Google me, baby. As Tiana Taylor says. No, but I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that snabble snack. As Brisha Webb. Just look it up.
Yeah. And you can find me at ThatChickAngel across all platforms. If you are listening to this podcast but would like to see it visually, it is up on my YouTube channel currently at ThatChickAngel TV until we eventually have the money and time and energy to put this up on its own platform. But as right now, it
Work with us, y'all. Work with us.
Work
okay.
with us.
Work with us.
Sure, if you are listening to this podcast, make sure you rate and review us on whatever platform you're listening to it on, because it makes us more discoverable. Also, please, if you're watching it, make sure you thumbs up the video. We just want to make sure that as many people are being able to see this as possible. Again, a special shout out to my Angel Wings. That's my Patreon group. If you would like to be able to see this podcast live, you can follow me on Patreon. Join Patreon at www.patreon.com/ThatChickAngel. A low of $5. You get so many other things. And you can check out my other podcast. I have Mommy Confessions that drops every Thursday. I have Is This Going to Cause an Argument that drops on Wednesdays. And then this podcast drops.
How busy she is.
This podcast drops on Tuesdays. Hold on to your edges. And I have a podcast with Kev on Stage. Here's the Thing, which drops on Wednesdays as well. So there's a lot of content out there for you to be able to laugh, to relax, to be introspective, to laugh. I think I said that once before, but you can do it again. So anyways, until next time, you all hold on to your edges.
Hold on.
Wait.
What's up?
So you reached 100,000 plus, and it's exceeded beyond that. So we want to put in the clap track on that.
Yes! It's Angel's birthday!
Hey.
And I gotta say, it is 4 minutes past the hour in New York City on the East Coast, 5 minutes past the hour. And I just gotta say, we just came to say, Angel, we love you. We just came to say how much we care for you. We just came to say, Angel, we love you. And we mean it from the bottom of our hearts. So together, happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you.
Hey.
You going, Brisha?
Happy birthday, dear Angel.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Hey.
To you.
Happy birthday, Angel! I heard you, Brisha.
I'm clapping because of the wind.
She's up there for me. For me. This is why she loves me. You all catch us next Wednesday on Hold On to Your Edges, because we are going to snatch up. Bye.
Thank you, Major. We love you.
Love you too.